my poetry.
I'd do that to you.
Can I touch this one?
You can, my friend.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thanks for the invitation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Splat, a poem. Splat, a poem.
You have this
Unfortunately, unhappiness is not happiness.
sinking into the middle of my smut amoeba. I self-envelop absently thumbed shells of myself, clamping vices, tightening my direst straits, definitively secured escape route.
It's a shame that we let them down so seriously, flowing through a spine, frowning at a telephone. Paper expired.
This puddle of dry mud sifted finally, vibrating as if miniature, minutely planned.
We fall by reaching this club, spilling tips by extensions in the sky.
By participation in a toad,
Conceptic utilities, plain plans, doodle magic.
rabid workshops levitating crayons,
By wind in a heart no one wants to see when you are tested out of the mixture.
hard candy, bone and cartilage crushing candy.
It's the summer of the highly sensitive
Will
persons.
someone pretty please let me eat you?
By funneling, channeling, siphoning, glowing, the neighbour's dog barks where I stop.
Why does that need to be so evil? Just a modest square unit of some folds of your flesh.
Or smoke to Irie, ganja, magic, paralyzed propensities, whoever's you squeaky Narcissus list.
In the end, it's entirely up to us. Networking is the content.
The continent is a network ringed with holes, edged by slightly raised cutting edges.
Behind the shattering unvisorable flux, reshuffle the body of you.
How we life, why, how we live, and why we waste time about these ads.
The properties of water.
The edges expired first, in the spray of goods, the people on a scale from sleek to clog.
Try not to expire. We stumbled in a pan made of the degrees of that difficulty. Bits flaking off, hurt inside our tube, the lively hub slung in back. I felt an intense dislike for such arbitrary shit.
And you were everywhere at once.
Full of fierce horse, right on again. The water is blue, the water was cold.
The whips had expired.
The opinions crossed sabers, they tugged and they pulled and they pushed themselves over.
My knees are still bruised.
Nothing has expired. We're still reading the poem of the gold hat.
Conduit of content.
Poem of the distinct gold hat.
Conduit of content.
Its hat point burrowing into a foot arch stuck in dance, twisting.
He pointed slowly, methodically at all four of us, while at us one by one staring. He made for it a run. He moved us from afar.
We sat row-wise sharing a full bottle of Genever. There was frozen ice on it.
Ava Lustras, for example, above a few earths, one for pain. In depicted ripples of the dome, summer of the sun of dung.
The year had begun, some year, some tally, some system of counting. But the dew was definitely there. The people had flunk. We were stuck in vague beginnings, half-articulated ideas. Someone brought coffee.
The summer of infinite tongues falling from mouth, dancing on floor, regrowing in
I
mouth.
think where I am not, therefore I am where I do not think.
A stream of detachable C1 tongues, the summer of blue in the curtains, twisted to brutal lumps by the winds of language, and the briefly disused area.
The colonial city, a world cut in two, a face, black canvas, pink neon wall.
Visited with the quasi-baroque terribleness of self-sourcing enterprisingness.
We're gone, dude. Try not to cut yourself pinning puddings to walls.
All those bobbing little secret lumps.
The game throbbed softly fast as a tendon in the throat, an almond easily in the pasta.
This is getting us nowhere, not one place. Space, other than here, gets weary, worn, remembering.
Want to be the main character? Because you are ready to themselves?
I did not point at myself, even though I swear I saw the moon, and my digits are erect, immobile, outward bound.
Eve. Little words that are useful for punishing people in conversations.
The knuckles collected on the fence, splatting of distant them in the sieve. The trance continues, unfolding its spikes, the more, the worse.
Did you ever bend inwards? Try the old suck your own cock, nibble your clit, get right into your in-between?
Sparkling, changing, mantling, blinking. By the foot of the walls of content, he went splat against the other place.
The big band extremity arms, proprioceptively awkward. Come together, earn a trip.
15 police officers were injured in a clash with school-aged children that began around 3 p.m. and 2 remain hospitalized.
1. Deceased. Red knife. Argument over superiority of prose or poetry. What is the difference between the shine of a blade and lethal string of words? There must be a line break?
Sadly, fading sparks of pushers glow with your water that burns in the sounds, gold in the minutes, tuna tinned in the seconds left.
1. Deceased. Pistol. Altercation brouhaha over merits of Kant versus some other philosopher. What is the difference between philosophy and sulfur sulfate? There must be dark eyes, mendacious device.
By blocks where the seasons expired.
Work only produces content, that the idea of national compassion shapes into truth, the chicken wire of the plates we sit on.
Grüne kämpfen Pizzalieferungen für Schwerverbrecher.
And did you get what you wanted from life? I did. And what did you want?
What next already startled in bleak, anticipated shock.
To call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth.
The world a fire of rooms on a chart, the chart a room of worlds on fire. The matter holding the fire's edges up expired. We breathed in rooms made of fire. 2/3 of children take their phones to bed. Approaching infinitely abducted, who will they chat with? Trees with closed eyes, walls with a stick.
Rest on water, the trash in your soul, a hole you've been hunting. You figure loops in your hole, you prostate the carpet, placate the phone call.
It's easy to see why Google describes the self-driving car as one of those 10 times opportunities to save lives and make the world a better place.
Sip along, smooth, frying the flux. I never, I think, thought this far ahead of wherever I am.
When we are no longer ourselves, but furniture, we are forever moving around. I think we're out of time.
Thank you.